Lista 4D 602 includes an important new feature called Photoview Viewer, which means the capability of the program at the open version, the freeware version you can download from our website, to visualize the different information related to luminaire, which is not only photometry, but also spectrometry and also other set of information. For example, if we drag and drop an LDT file, ULM file, onto Photoview, we can visualize the information related to the luminaire, the measurement, and the luminaire sources. But it is also possible to visualize the intensity table, the polar diagram, the Cartesian diagram, the UGR table, the Solner diagram for glare, the old system, the energy efficiency labels for the Italian classification for road lighting, and nothing else, which means that all the other features are not available whenever we use an LDT file or even NIS LM63 files. So for example, if we drag and drop an NIS file, we get the same, exactly the same information like with the LDT files. If we want to manage more information using a data interchange file, we have to come to a more powerful file formats, like for example, the OXL file, the ISXML, or the UniXML files. If, for example, we drag and drop an OXL file, we can see that there is a wider set of information. Like for example, we can manage a picture, an image of the product besides the photometry in the usual way. But also we can manage the beam diagram. We can manage the zonal flux and the different classifications. We can manage the utilization, reduced utilization factors, the isolux curves, the isocandela curves, and the luminance curves about the luminaire. But being a more powerful file, we can also carry together with the intensity table also the spectrum, through which we can manage the information into different, for example, color planes, following the different CIE color planes. We can manage the CRI, we can manage the TM30 classification, the IS TM30 classification. We can manage the human-centric lighting through the MP ratio in order to calculate the melanopic luxes. We can have the information about the scotopic over photopic ratio and other set information related to the spectrum. It is even possible through the new feature, the Photoview Viewer, visualize a datasheet of the luminaire. For example, over here, we can visualize the datasheet, and this datasheet can be translated into 25 languages. It is also possible down here to visualize the instruction leaflet, for example, which is a PDF file that was compressed into the OXL file. But besides this information, we can manage other interesting information, like for example, the curve of flux and power in function of current. So as you know, a luminaire can be driven by current, and through the driver, we can have different set of currents. Nowadays, all the different configurations of flux and power in function of current is expressed into many different IS or LDT files, where the only difference is not the photometry, but it's the flux and the power. So it means that if we want to manage 10 different set of values corresponding to 10 different currents, we have to manage 10 different files. With the OXL, we can manage all together. So for example, if we want to switch to 550 milliamps, we can have immediately the corresponding values of flux and power. But through the same system, we can visualize the list of instruments used for the photometry. Like we can visualize, for example, the standards used for the photometry and for the spectrometry. And also, we can compact into the same OXL also the information about their uncertainties, which means that there is a very huge set of information that can be managed through an OXL file. The same, if we want to manage through another file format, for example, the spectrum, it is possible through the ISXML or the UNI XML file. So over here, we can manage photometry, but we can also manage the spectrum exactly in the same way like with the OXL file. But no image, no function of current, of flux and power in function of current, no way to manage uncertainties, no way to manage the standards. It is possible to manage a reduced set of information related to the tools, to the instruments used at the laboratory. In any case, if you want to have a wider idea about what is included at any file, you can download at the OXL page of our website, you can download down here the synoptic table of the interchange files. And through here, we can visualize the differences in between the different file formats.